Hello, everybody. My name is George Novick, and I am the co-host of a Clubhouse room called The Working Voice Actor. The working part is in quotes because it's designed for folks who are voice actors and also working primary jobs, so they are pursuing the passion of voiceover in their spare time. Because we've got nothing better to do, right? So in the Clubhouse room, I learned some of the etiquette where you are supposed to reset the room every 15 minutes or so. And in doing so, you are given the opportunity to remind people what the topic of discussion might be, introduce some new faces that may have popped in, and I thought it was just a little bit on the boring side to just say, hello, everybody, welcome to the 15-minute reset. We're going to introduce some people and talk about the topics. And so, because I'm a big music and recording nerd, I decided to create some of my own resets with like talk beds and stuff. So these resets ended up being something along the lines of musical ditties. One of them is a barbershop one. One of them is an 80s cover song. One of them is a radio imaging thing. I might have done it. I lost track. But I got it into my head that I wanted to create a country one. I was driving around doing my primary work job, and it hit my head, a melody, a style, and some lyrics, and I dumped it onto my phone in a Google Keep Note, and it sounded something like this.
My ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with this here reset.
And that was it. We have lyrics, we have a melody, we have a style, and we have the will to create music. So let's jump over to the digital audio workstation. Cubase is my weapon of choice, and we are going to take a look and see what we can create on the fly right now. So what I've got set up at the moment is I have a drum kit, like all the usual sounds. Cool stuff. And then I have an audio track for a bass guitar. I've got an audio track for an acoustic guitar. I have two different tracks for an electric guitar because I think what I'm going to end up doing is I am going to record the electric guitars as two separate parts because I have this kind of vision in my head of what it's supposed to sound like. And then I have three vocal tracks. One is going to be the main melody that you heard on the recording. One of them is going to be a harmony vocal, and the other one is going to be yet another harmony vocal. What you're looking at on the screen over here is, or at least on the what side is that? That side. Hi, over here. Up above me is a camera that's off in my vocal booth, and then down below me is my silly logo with my face doing that kind of, oh, but it's backwards. You can tell I've never done this before. I've never actually made a video like this before. So this is really, really exciting. So what I'm going to do is I've set a tempo of somewhere around 110, and it's going to sound like this. Is the idea. I think that's how it's going to start. I may pull those tom drums out from the beginning later, but I'm just going to give this a shot. What you can't see off to my side over here is I have a pad of, you know what? Why don't I show it to you? Let's take a look over here. Pardon the mess. This is a set of drum pads, and you can play the different instruments: kick, snare side, snare drum, a different snare, a tom, and a choked cymbal, a non-choked cymbal, and some hi-hats. Flimmy, flimmy, flam. Drum roll, please! All right, that was boring. Okay, let's go back to this thing over here. Get back. Nobody wants to look at me anyway. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was chunky. Okay, so what we're going to do next is whenever I create a new piece of music, I always start with the drums. Always start with the drums because for me, that's the foundation for everything that's going on. I have friends who start with completely different instruments. I have friends who start with their guitars and they track everything around it. For me, I want the drums there first so that when I'm recording an instrument, I have a foundation to record to. I'm going to do some trickery in this process because I like precision when I'm finished, and I don't have precision when I'm recording. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think of a drum pattern, and then I'm going to record it, and then I'm going to do what is called quantizing, where I lock the beats into the tempo. That makes my life much easier, and it makes things sound better for little short ditties like this. It is inauthentic, it is cheating at music, and I'm going to do it anyway. Here we go. So I've got to refamiliarize myself with the instrument here, and I'm going to expand that just a tiny bit so I can have a better look at what's going on. But I'm thinking I'm going to start with like a run. It's supposed to emulate somebody playing like a fill. And then for like a ba-doon-doon-doon kind of thing. And then I think just a simple beat. No, I don't like that. Something like that. This is the crazy thing, is the creative process is weird in my head, and I have it in my head, but getting it out onto the screen is complicated. So I'm just going to take a crack at it and see how it goes. My ex-wife took me for everything. My ex-wife took me for everything. Reset. Something like that. I don't even know. Oh, can I? I cannot. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. So that's the gist of it. The drum beat is going to be necessary. So I'm going to record that now. I'm going to give myself a buffer of one measure so that I can go back and edit things if I need to. But this is how it's going to go. Okay, so now you see all these little teeny dots. Cool, huh? I'm going to open up what's called the key editor, and I'm going to shrink that a little bit. Oh, you can't see this. Oh, that's not fair. I didn't think this one through. Oops. Okay, let's exit out of this. I wonder if... here we go. So now you'll actually be able to see all the little dots that comprise of these little bits. And then if I select them all, I am going to lock them into their beats. Like so. So now, you can see they're lined up here. Except when I did that, it removed some of the expressiveness that I had put in. So I'm gonna be a little more selective of which ones that I lock into place. I could probably speed this up and make it a lot less painful for you, but I'm not going to, because that's not the kind of person I am today. You're just gonna suffer with me. Errant tom drum, but who cares? Okay, that's better. That is much better. We have a drum track now. How do you like dem apples? Actually, apples are pretty tasty, but we're just gonna go on with that for now. Okay, so now what has to happen is I am going to reach behind me and grab a bass guitar. We're going to be leaving all that plugged in. I have somewhere over here, I have a bass guitar behind me, And I have what we like to call in the industry a sound hose. Yes, it's also an instrument cable, but a buddy of mine out of Buffalo calls it the sound hose, and I'm addicted to that term. So I am going to magically reappear with a bass guitar to play, so you don't have to watch me fumble around with all my stuff. So it'll be on the count of like 1, 2, 3. Huh? See? Purple sparkle. Here we go. All right. Do we have signal? I didn't even decide what key this thing is going to be in. We're not going to do that. That's painful. So we are going to change keys. We're going to change keys a little bit because I want to, because I can, and I like the feel of that key this evening, so that's the key we're going to record it in. Ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with a reset. So we're going to record the bass part for this now and line it up with the drums. And that's it. That's the bass guitar part. Now we're going to make the bass guitar disappear, and we're going to bring out the acoustic guitar. On the count of 1, 2, 3. Hello, acoustic guitar. Here we are. I'm not very good at the acoustic guitar, but we're going to try this anyway. What are my volume levels looking like? It's going to sound a bit roomy. Who cares? You'll notice I duplicated while we were waiting because I'm going to do 2 tracks of this just to make it a little bit thicker. Here we go. That's 1. Let's do another one. That's 2. Now we're going to try to figure out how we're going to make this electric guitar thing work. That'll be a challenge. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's hiding down here. Here we go. Say hello to Boba Fett. All right, so I've got this idea for like a weird slide guitar kind of thing, where when you play it, it's like, if you've ever heard that sound effect on cartoons, that's one of the ways that they get it. I don't have an actual slide guitar, so I'm going to cheat by playing 2 different parts at the same time. And I don't know exactly how this is going to sound. I'm still kind of making it up in my head. I'm going to canoodle with it for just a little bit and see how it comes out. So, it's not supposed to sound Hawaiian, but I think that's where it's going to end up. Feeling about that. That might be it right there, actually. All right, let's try that one. That's the part. Okay, I think we got it now. Let's give it a shot. That thing's recording really quietly. I don't think I can turn that up at all. Or maybe I can. Let's see how it sounds this way. Okay, I think that'll fly. So here, I'm going to play a harmony part. That might be close enough. Let's see what we got here. Let's unsolo these two so we can hear everything. That's kind of the instrumental thing. Okay, I'm going to magically go into the vocal booth and record some lyrics. Let's see how this goes. I am here, and now I'm going to be... Now I'm over here. Hello, 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 hello. All right, I'm gonna do a dry run, and we'll see how, just to sing along. Gotta remember my words. Ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with this here reset. Okay, let's see. My ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with this here reset. It's worth a shot. Let's do a take and see how it goes. Oh, I have to activate the channel. There we go. Yes. Okay. My wife done took me for everything, and I sang the wrong words again. Let's try that again. It's the ex-wife. The ex-wife. I don't have it written down on anything. I'm trying to do it from memory. My ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with this here reset. Let's see how it sounds in context. My ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with this here reset. This sounds awful, but I'm just gonna run with it anyway. Ex-wife took me for everything, left me with this here reset. I'm gonna do a sing-along and see how that comes. My ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with this here reset. That could fly. I might have to auto-tune a little bit, but it could fly. Let's see how it goes. My Ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with this here reset. Do I want to add a third harmony? My ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with this here reset. So I'm gonna reduce the volume of the harmonies, and I think that should work. But let me think here for a sec. Let me try that. Let me do a dry run of that again. My ex-wife took me for everything, but she left. I think I'm just going to do that far, and then I'll let the octaves handle the rest. Let's see how this goes. My ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with this here. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm going to go back to the desk. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. So now here's the less interesting part. If you see in the screen, there is just a ton of mess. Like little weird waveforms that just don't belong. I don't need the metronome anymore, so I'm going to scrap that. I am going to trim down a lot of these things that I don't need extras of. Because I don't want extra noise in the background. I'm weird that way. Anything where there's nothing going on, it behooves me to just get rid of it. If I don't need it, I'm getting rid of it. So like from right there, everything can just go away. Just go bye-bye. Go bye-bye. Snip, tuck, tuck, snip, snip, snip. Okay. My ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with this here reset. Okay, so now here's where things get a little bit complicated. This is all considered unprocessed audio. There is nothing going on here. It's just raw audio, raw booth, raw instruments, raw everything. I haven't even started to go through the process of editing for mixing, trickery, and stuff. So I'm going to do that now, but I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit. It could take me a good half hour of just going through the nitty-gritty of it, and that might be interesting to some people, but for the sake of this particular video, this isn't like a production video. This is just a, how do I make a thing? And so I'm going to spare you some of the ickier details, and I'm going to come back in just a second. Okay, and we're back. I did a lot of trimming, a lot of nipping, a lot of tucking. There was a television show about that. It was weird. Anyway, so I've gone through and I've edited and kind of maximized and trimmed and tweaked, and this is what it's sounding like right now. My ex-wife took me for everything, but she left me with this here reset. That's our new reset. What do you think? Let me know. Talk to me. Let's see where this goes from here. Yeah, that's the process. That's how I did it. At some point, I can go back and kind of go through the whole editing and trimming and compression and equalization and maximizing and limiting and sonic enhancements and all of that witchcraftery stuff. But That's not the goal of this particular video. This goal was to just, what's the creative process and how do I get from point A to point B? I've never tried to do anything like this before, so this could be a complete disaster and it could be totally boring, or it could be something that's super interesting to somebody out there. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, and let me know if you've got any questions or if there's anything else I can answer for you, or if you want me to show you something. I mean, this is just fun. I like doing it, and I hope you on the receiving end actually enjoy it. Thanks for hanging out with me.